What's up, guys? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing very well. And welcome back to another day. And we are going to talk about at another thing today. And today we are going to talk about phases, mainly three phases which are in our life, time phases, which are namely the past, the future, and the present. So before I dive into the topic, before we discuss more on the topic, I want to ask you something that have you ever thought about that what kind of perspective, what kind of interpretation you should make about these phases of your life? Have you ever thought that how should I see the future? How should I see the present? How should I see the past? How should I think about this uh, phases, how I should think about these phases, which will help me in a positive manner in achieving my goals, whatever my goals are. So, why you should even think about this thing? Why, how having a different kind of perspective towards these phases will help you in a positive manner. We are going to discuss all these things. So, I'm going to tell you guys an ultimate way of looking as all these thing phases, an ultimate perspective we should, if you have, will help you in a positive manner, no matter what your goals are, no matter what kind of future you want. So the past, let me just briefly define it. Of course, you guys know it. What is the past? Past is something which has happened. What is the future? Future is something which will happen. What is the present? Present is something which is happening. I'm not trying to teach you guys English, but I'm trying to say what kind of perspective, how you should see these phases, what you should expect from these phases. So let's talk about past. And whatever I'm going to say, you guys, I have not brought it from the stars. I have not discovered it. But you might already know these things. You might already sense this thing. Okay, if I should have done like this, then the might be I should it would be beneficial for me, or I should have done like that. That it would have been beneficial for me. But you may already know it, but the implementation, I'm just going to convert those feelings of yours in words. Though past. So past is something has happened. So how you should think about the past. So what I believe all we should do about the past is try to learn from the past. Whatever happened in the past has happened. Not take those in on heart, and not take those something and not carry the past, but let go of the past, but try to learn from the past. I will say you guys an example. For example, you attended a event, a speaking event, and of course it was not, you are not a super speaker of the world, so you didn't commit any mistakes. So in those speaking events you committed mistakes. So what is but the event has passed now. So what is the responsibility of you now? So what you can do make based of that past is to learn from those mistakes. So try to analyze. Okay, this was the event. So what mistakes I made? What did I do wrong? Which I could do better now. Which I could, if I could identify those some mistakes, I could do better now. So we should be analytical. We should be critical about our past to learn something from our past, and also try to reach out the mentors and try to reach our guides which will guide in pointing our, and try to talk with friends to pointing our mistakes. So all we should care about the past is to try to learn from the past and nothing else. Now let's talk about the future. I will talk about the present. Let's talk about the future. So what is future? Future is something which will happen, which haven't happened. You don't know what will happen. You might have a certain idea. Okay, this might happen in the future, but you don't exactly know it. You don't actually know it. So how you should think about the future? You should not be worried about the future. You should not be anxious about the future. I'm telling the things what you should not do. You should not be fearful about the future. but all you should do is plan for the future. So future will happen. Future is going to happen. You cannot stop it. You cannot stop the time. Just know this. Whatever is going to happen will have happen. Will happen. But what you can do about it, most of the time you can do nothing about it. But one thing what you can do is to plan for the futures, to think for to think to have a foresight. Okay, if this will happen, what I will do in that moment, what I'm going to do, to plan for the futures for you as per your requirement, as for what you want your future to be like, as for what you want to do in the future, to have a plan, to plan critically as well. But of course don't go in a minute planning, like you are planning every single detailing will just stress you. But have a plan, have a plan that what I'm going to do in the future and all that. So now the most important thing which I wanted to guys you to know, which I wanted guys you guys attendance to be attention to be pointed at, which is the present. Okay, the future has will come, the future will come, the past has happened, but the most important phase is this moment, this time, what you choose to do in this moment, how you choose to behave in this moment will be your past and will be your future. So the most important phase is present. That's why it is said that learn from the past, plan for the future, but try to live in the present. Try to increase the quality of your action in the present. Try to see what will be the best thing you would be doing right now, right this moment, on this day, on this hour, on this minute, which will give you a better future, which will give you a better past. So we must, you see, we should not take it easy. If you take it easy, what is the point of being this able to think? If you take things easy, if you take things like, okay, this will happen, this will it is a future, this is past, and after some time you will be sad about it because you had this kind of future, but because you didn't analyze it, you didn't be critical, you didn't change yourself. So what will, if you can, then that's the actual failure, you see. If you can do something but you didn't do it, just because you didn't feel like it, just because you didn't thought that okay it will happen, or you just make some excuses, I think that's the actual failure of the life. Something you can do but you didn't do, and you just regretted it later on. So think critically about these things, and this is it for today. I hope what I can hope, I cannot hope anything. I hope you have watched till now, and thank you for watching till now. Bicky Kumar, see you in the next day. And one more thing I would like to point out, one more thing I would like to say, that it doesn't have to be like I am just coming and just speaking. I want you guys to talk to me as well. I want you guys to speak to me as well. And how you can do it by commenting in this video. So feel free to say whatever you want to say. Feel free to say anything in the comments. I would love to hear that, and those will be very much appreciated. So that is it for today. Bicky Kumar signing off.